What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan, a Lakers fan, and really quick, just wanted to get right into the trade deadline, guys. There was a total of 6 trades today. Um, there was a couple of significant ones. I'll get into those a little bit later. My Lakers made a smaller trade. It wasn't quite the Paul George deal everybody was expecting, based on all the rumors, but that's the way it goes. Most of the rumored trades never actually happen with the Lakers. It's always the ones you never hear about, like the Lou Williams for Corey Brewer. Nobody heard about that, so. Yeah, guys. This trade deadline was a little bit of a dud. There was only like 6 trades in total, and I got them right here on my computer right before you guys. There was only about 6 trades in total, and I want to talk a little bit about those trades and the winners and the losers. Let's get right into it. The 76ers traded Nerlens Noel to the Mavericks for Andrew Bogut, Justin Anderson, and a first-round pick, and I believe a second-round pick is included as well. Now, this is a trade nobody expected. Everybody expected Jahlil Okafor to be moved. I was a little bit shocked to see Nerlens Noel moved for a pick and Bogut, who's probably going to be waived. By the way, I'm not happy about that because the Cavs are going to snatch him up real quick. And then Justin Anderson's a pretty decent prospect, but I mean, I guess all this means is that teams, if they're not sold on a young prospect, they're not going to want to pay him uh, to re-up. They're not going to want to extend him on that restricted contract. That's the only reason I believe Noel got traded. And so he was probably the only young prospect with a bright future that got traded in this trade deadline. Other than that, the rest of the trades were like playoff implications other than the Laker trade. We had KJ McDaniels from the Rockets to the Nets. I mean, they don't really need him. I don't know if they got a pick or cash. I'm not sure. The other trade I really love was the Doug McDermott, Taj Gibson to the Thunder for Cam Payne and Joffrey Laverne or something like that. I'm not sure if I said it right. And Anthony Morrow and a second round pick. Now this trade is really good for the Thunder, guys, because Russell Westbrook needed some help. They don't have a lot of shooters, so they add Dougie McBuckets, and he can right away come in and stretch the floor for them. He's like a poor man's Kyle Korver, but a little bit more athletic. I like that trade. Taj Gibson plays really hard. I have him on my fantasy league. He plays really hard, gets rebounds, does dirty work for them. I mean, he bolsters up that front line that's already pretty stacked with Enes Kanter and what's his name, the Brazilian guy. Forgot his name, but you know what I'm talking about. It bolsters their front line. I mean, pretty much solidifies that they're going to be good in the front court. They have a beast in Russell Westbrook. They have a beast in Victor Oladipo, and now they have some good role players to go along with them. So they're starting to look a little bit more formidable in the playoffs. I thought it was too much pressure on Russell Westbrook to carry that team this season because they weren't that talented, other than those couple of players I mentioned. But like I said, good trade for them. The Hawks traded Mike Scott to the Suns for cash considerations. That's a whatever trade. Don't really got anything to say about that. And finally, let's get down to the Rockets. Trade Tyler Ennis to the Lakers for Marcelo Huertas. Now, I'm a little sad to see Marcelo Huertas go, but let's be real, guys. Huertas was a good passer with no other abilities. I mean, he's not really a shooter. He's not really athletic. He can't defend. So he's not really an NBA player, guys. So we just got him to hoping that he can rub off some of his point guard savviness on D'Angelo. I think that's the only reason we brought him in. But I liked Huertas while he was here. I'll never forget how he destroyed Steph Curry in that one game versus the Warriors. I believe it was last year. Um, uh, Good luck to him in his future endeavors. Hopefully he finds a team in the NBA and he doesn't have to go back overseas. But I doubt it. We'll see what happens with that. Now, with Tyler Ennis, I like the kid, doesn't have too much potential at this point. He's not really a great shooter. He's not that big. He's kind of undersized, even though he is a point guard. What he can do is pass pretty good, and he's not too fast, but he's intermediate with his speed and athleticism. So I like the pickup. He's only 22 years old. Maybe we can develop him into a decent player into the rotation. Who knows? We needed another backup point guard for D'Angelo because Clarkson plays a two guard, and Lou Williams, who did all the ball handling, was traded. So I hope this appeases the Laker fans that were mad that we traded Lou Williams and they didn't get a young piece in return. I mean, there you go. There's your young piece. So, anyways, guys, I'm kind of happy with the way the trade deadline turned out for my Lakers. I would have preferred Paul George, but I didn't want to give up too much. So this is okay because, as a rumor mill has it, he can't wait to get to the Lakers. It was basically Lakers or bust. That's why no other team traded for him. His agent let it be known that whoever traded from him, he was bolting to the Lakers in 2018. So I was afraid that the Celtics might snag him up, and Danny Ainge. I mean, I hate Boston, but you gotta respect them. When they want something, they get it, and then they can change a player's mind and make them buy into the franchise long term. So I thought Danny Ainge is gonna pick him up. They have that first round pick they can flip from the Nets. Danny Ainge is gonna pick him up, and he's gonna make him into a franchise player, along to go with Isaiah Thomas. And here goes another big three. Now they're gonna add a free agent and all this stuff, just like they did back in the day with the KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. So I mean, they had the blueprint, but they didn't execute on that. I guess he got cold feet. Thank God, because now it's almost. I'd have to say it's a 75% chance the Lakers land Paul George, based on what I've been hearing. But again, nothing's guaranteed till it happens, right, guys? We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, that looks promising. In 2018, when he becomes a free agent, he said that if the Pacers aren't contending, which they probably won't, barring any miracle drafted players or any miracle trades, but they probably won't be contending. I'm pretty sure LeBron and the Raptors are pretty much holding it down in the East. So yeah, we have a high chance of getting them, guys. The future looks bright. Magic Johnson did great this trade deadline. He held his ground. He didn't throw away too much. I mean, he did what he had to do with Lou Williams. We had to get rid of him to create space. Overall, I give the Lakers an A at this trade deadline. Now, the team who most successfully upgraded during the trade deadline, I have to give it up to the Raptors, man. And I'll tell you, the Cavaliers are one injury away from not making it to the NBA Finals. Those Raptors, I mean, they have DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry. They added Serge Ibaka. Today they made a trade. I didn't even talk about it today. I guess there was one more trade here. They added, what's his name from the Phoenix Suns? PJ Tucker, who's a good defender. They added him. So I'm really excited to see what they can do in the East. They're already a powerhouse, and I'm sure if they took the Cavaliers to 7 games last year, I'm sure they can do something similar this year. So go Raptors. I hope you guys knock off LeBron. I'm tired of seeing LeBron in the finals. Call me a hater, whatever. Don't give a damn. LeBron likes the easy path. Make it hard for him. If he's gonna get another ring, he has to earn it. So yeah, guys. The best trade in the trade deadline, of course, was the DeMarcus Cousins one. That was a steal for the New Orleans Pelicans. Very excited to see how he does today. Hopefully, if you guys don't have League Pass, hopefully you guys catch the recap. But I have League Pass, so I'll be catching that game. And I'm very curious to see how that tandem works out. And they play the Houston Rockets. I'm not sure if Lou Williams is going to be in uniform, but I'd like to see how he looks in his new team. So yeah, guys, definitely interesting trade deadline. The teams that made the biggest upgrades were the teams that were in playoff position already, like the Rockets, the Thunder, and the Raptors. To me, were like the biggest acquisitions, besides of course the DeMarcus Cousins one. But overall, like I said, I'm happy with what the Lakers did. Good job, Magic. During your short time, you didn't, hit the panic button and trade away Ingram and a bunch of young players for Paul George. We're gonna stand pat, and that way we don't repeat what happened with Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks, where they gave away the whole farm for Carmelo, and he ended up being non-competitive because he didn't have enough, right? So, yeah, guys. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Hit me in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support, guys. We hit over 300. I'm excited. This channel's growing. The Lakers season is about to end pretty soon. So I'll be talking more playoff basketball and other kind of teams as well. I'm a diehard Laker fan, but overall I'm an NBA fan. So I keep it pretty real. I'm not going to be biased on my talk here on this channel. But I appreciate you guys' support, man. All the love you guys been showing me. I do it for the Laker fans and for the NBA fans out there. Appreciate it, guys. And I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow right after the game. See how this new Laker team looks. All right, guys. Peace out.